A great way to put extra egg yolks to use is in this mix with beef liver and gelatin. Now I start with a whole liver. I remove the outside membrane and any tough structures. It's some big blood vessels. And if I can, if I'm bothered, I try to remove the most obvious of them. Then I cut the liver into pieces and mix it with a stand mixer. Any remaining tough structures usually catches in the knife and are fairly easy to remove from there. Preferably before the mixer gets overworked and stops. I have no measurements for this, but the beef livers I've used are typically around 800 to 1300 grams. It's 2 to 3 pounds. And I will use about 8 egg yolks and gelatin until it's a thick batter. Keep in mind that it keeps thickening for a while, so stop mixing in gelatin before it's as thick as you think you want it to. I pour the batter into a heat-resistant tray and I bake the mix at 120 Celsius, 250 Fahrenheit for about half an hour. I like to bake it until it sets and it's still a bit pink in the middle. Then I cool it off and cut it into proper pieces and store in an airtight container. It keeps for days in the fridge, for months in the freezer. I've never had a batch go bad. The beauty of this mix is you can use the eggs you have, or the part of the eggs that you have. I often have extra egg yolks, but if I have extra egg white, that's fine as well. If I have whole eggs, that's also great. When I use egg white or part egg white, I like to use egg white that has sat in lemon juice, vinegar, or whey for at least a few hours. Typically, if I make this as dog treats, as I do, I will then use only egg white. And if I use only egg yolk, I make it for myself. When I make this into dog treats, I like to cut the mass into very small pieces or thin sticks and dry them completely. That's for convenience. Makes it easier to store and keep. It keeps forever. I keep it in the fridge to be sure anyways, but I can keep it in a bag or something also for days without a care, as long as it doesn't get wet, of course.